والسلام على رسول الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم، اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. First of all, inshallah ta'ala, we are still making dua for our brothers and sisters in Palestine and everywhere else. May Allah be with them and ease their pain. And as we mentioned yesterday, the Eid is getting closer, inshallah, and we want all of our brothers and sisters around the Muslim world to be as happy as we are, alhamdulillah, to get the chance to celebrate. It's very sad what's happening over there, so we remember them in our dua. May Allah ease their pain and be with them, give them Eid in this difficult time. And may Allah give shifa to all those who are sick in our community, inshallah ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, the cat was praying with us, I believe. So the cat is pure, by the way, so that's fine for the cat to be going around. The Prophet ﷺ says, إِنَّهُمْ مِنَ الطَّوَّافُونَ عَلَيْكُمْ وَالطَّوَّافَاتِ. So the cat is pure, it's not anything that's impure. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. You just scared me a lot. Anyway, inshallah ta'ala, the Eid, as we mentioned, is going to be on Sunday, inshallah. And may Allah make it a blessed, happy Eid to all of us and our brothers and sisters everywhere in the Muslim world. And there will be two Salat al-Eid, inshallah. Number one, well, let's make it correct. Salatan, two Salat al-Eid makes no sense. Salatan is muthanna, dual, or Salatayn. Lil-Eid, inshallah, the first one will be at 8 o'clock, Takbirat 7:30, inshallah. The second one 9:30, and Takbirat at 9 o'clock, inshallah ta'ala. And Takbirat will be starting what we call it Takbirat al-Muqayyada, the Takbirat that are restricted to the Salah will be starting tomorrow, inshallah, after Fajr until the 13th after Asr, 13th of Dhul Hijjah, inshallah ta'ala. And as we mentioned, it is recommended to fast tomorrow if you can, Saturday, inshallah, the day of Arafah. And to make a lot of dua, we all need the dua, and our Muslim brothers and sisters need the dua. No, just Saturday. You can't fast Sunday. You cannot fast the day of Eid. Only Saturday. Normally, if there was no occasion, the days that are you're not allowed to, or it's not permissible to fast, when there is an occasion like this, become permissible. There's an exception. So normally, yeah, you don't fast Saturday alone, but because it's going to be Yawm Arafah, so you are fasting it not because it's Saturday, because it's Yawm Arafah. So it is permissible in this situation.
الحديث عن الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام يقول إنه السبت لا تموت السبت إلا في الفرائض فقط.
No.
حتى لو كان عرفة أو عاشوراء.
Okay, I will double check, inshallah. I will double check if that is authentic or not. I will look it up, inshallah.
النية, when you fast, you said نويت صيام عرفة, not Saturday.
No, that's okay. I will see if the hadith is authentic or not. I do not know a hadith that says you can't fast Saturday.
Yesterday from Sheikh Albani.
Oh, the Sheikh Albani mostly is authentic.
Yeah. It is authentic.
Okay, then, but I will still double check before, inshallah, we see anything. Inshallah ta'ala. Because normally Yom Arafah is a very good day to fast. So even if it's Saturday or not, but I will double check if there is a hadith that is clear. Because again, we do not take the rulings from one hadith only. So we have to know that as well. We normally get rulings from sometimes multiple ahadith about the same occasion. So we'll see what the scholar's opinion. Just reading one hadith is not enough. We'll see what the scholars decide about that. If they say it's not recommended, then I will say it's not recommended. But to the best of my ability or my knowledge, I know it is recommended. But again, if there is a hadith that is sahih and the scholars say don't fast the Yawm Arafah if it was on Saturday, then we'll make sure everybody knows that, inshallah ta'ala. I mean, we follow hadith before anything else, inshallah. Anything else? No problem, inshallah ta'ala. So we were talking about Surah Yaseen, inshallah, and we were saying, وَامْتَازُوا الْيَوْمَ أَيُّهَا الْمُجْرِمُونَ, and we said that on the day of judgment there will be the separation where the mujrimun, those who disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and they hid among the ranks of the believers, they will be separated on the day of judgment, and um, there will be nobody will conceal anything. Nobody can hide anything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. And that is a scandal, because it will be very embarrassing to see a person you might have thought that this is a very righteous person, and then he will not be standing with the good people. It's a very big embarrassment. And we don't want that to happen to us, inshallah ta'ala. We want to be with the believers, with the ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's again Yawm al-Fasl, the day of separation, when the people will be separated according to their deeds, according to their ranks. Not the ranks of the dunya. The money doesn't really give you a high rank unless you have spent it for the sake of Allah. The fame, if you have a rank in this dunya, that doesn't matter. The real rank is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acknowledges to be a righteous person. And then the next ayah, أَلَمْ أَعْهَدْ إِلَيْكُمْ يَا بَنِي آدَمَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا الشَّيْطَانَ. Did I not take your oath of children of Adam? And we said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took all of our oaths when He created us from the soul, from the back of Adam. We will worship no one other than Allah. And we explained yesterday, worshipping shaitan does not necessarily mean bowing down and doing rituals. Obeying shaitan and disobeying Allah is a sign of worship. إِنَّهُ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ مُبِينٌ. And this is important for us to know. Shaitan is our enemy, and mubin. He did not hide that. See, sometimes somebody might not like you, might pretend that he likes you. He smiles when he sees you, but he tries to find a chance, right? Hypocrites, there are many of them. So those people, maybe you have an excuse if you get tricked by them. But somebody who says, I'm your enemy, and he says it in the open, I am your enemy, I hate you, and I want to do terrible things to you. If you fall for a person or something like that, then it's your fault, right? He was clear. Did Shaitan ever say, I'm your friend, or I love you, or no, from day one. From day one, he showed his animosity, his hatred to Adam alayhi salam and his children. And he promised by Allah, فَبِعِزَّتِكَ لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. I will misguide all of them. So Shaitan is not hiding that. He's not keeping it a secret and pretending to be our friend. He said from day one, I am your enemy. إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ فَاتَّخِذُوهُ عَدُوًّا. Shaitan is your enemy. So deal with him as an enemy. Now how can people today worship Shaitan? And he said, I'm your enemy. I want you to go to hellfire. And I probably mentioned this one time, one sheikh was on TV, and one of those people who worship Shaitan. By the way, there are many of them today. They're increasing. Allah save us, the Shaitan worshippers. That lady called the sheikh and she said he's gonna go to hellfire for us, so we might as well go with him. This weird reasoning, and they think it's a sacrifice. Shaitan is going to hellfire for us, so we should go with him. What kind of reasoning is this? Shaitan is not going for us. Shaitan is going to hellfire because he disobeyed Allah. But subhanallah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his guidance. And the difference between shaitan and desire, because desire tells us to do bad too. How do I know what the difference is? If I have, let's say I have a bad thought in my brain, something bad, to do something bad, like to give hard time to the imam, for example. How do I know if that's shaitan or that's the desire? How do I know if this bad idea, evil thought in my mind, is this my desire? Because the nafs al-amara bis-su is there. Nafs tells us to do something bad, or that's the shaitan. How do I know the difference? The difference between desire and shaitan does not care how you disobey Allah. He doesn't care. As long as you disobey Allah, he's happy. So he doesn't nag. Basically, he tells you, do this bad thing. You get the thought, you say, no, astaghfirullah, I'm not doing this. So he jumps to something else. Okay, fine, don't do this, do something else. Your desire will stay the same way because it makes it happy. It brings pleasure. So if this thought you are having in your mind is the same thing over and over again, then most likely it's desire. If it keeps changing, it's like shaitan comes, today you're too tired, don't go to Fajr. Say, no, no, I'm gonna go to Fajr and I'm not gonna miss Fajr in the masjid. Shaitan said, fine, okay, don't go to Dhuhr. But if it was desire, no, no, don't go to Fajr, you're tired, you need some rest. That is the difference, and sometimes they work together. May Allah save us from shaitan and from desire and keep us on the straight path, inshallah ta'ala. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك